Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Hello?
Just friend.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna be straight up. This is his dad, and like, I mean, you don't need my son.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, here, first off, let me get your cash app so I can send you this money.
Wait, so what's going on? What's going on first of all? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I just want to vent real quick and because since I already know that, I just want to vent because since somebody who knows him, I know they see my messages when I call about my son and strictly my son, but for some wild whack ass reason, I ain't seen my son during the whole COVID. There's a whole lot that I would love to just vent for a couple dollars. I could just send you this money because I need another person's ears to process this for them. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what's wrong with her and her dad that they don't understand. They ain't big dogs like they thought they was. You know what I mean? So I'm only asking for my son. There ain't no ifs, ands. It's all about court with me. She already know. I already know. Her dad already know. I done did my little street shit already. I'm about my child. And that's the only reason why they keeping my child from me. Now he know his daughter. And so all I want him to do is to get the message so I can continue raising my son. My son is 20 and can't talk. I ain't seen late ads on my son. And these folks, you know what I'm talking about. And I wish I could just give you this dough. Then I feel more secure about finishing this conversation.
Okay. Yeah. So they ain't let you see him or nothing?
Who?
I said they ain't let you see him or nothing?
Nah, I done drove all the way to Virginia. I done drove to Virginia to come and get my son for the so-called summer, and they done tried the old rope a dope where
you can run around.
Yeah, so acting like my I guess she been I don't know. I guess there was supposed to be some confrontation. About she acting like she making it about herself. She don't care about it, and I'm as a father, I'm at the point where I'm scared for my son. So I'm going all out, and the last thing that I'm going to do, that's the reason why I'm making this phone call right now. You know what I mean? Because I won't do no shit to where I can't take care of my son. You know what I mean? And they know that. They know that. They know I've been in the street already. So that's the reason why they playing so long. The reason why they play. And these niggas is perverts. They ain't fucking street. They ain't street at all. They ain't nothing but perverts who got a hold of some drugs. They'll get a hold of your grandma if she smoke, get high, and all she want to do is keep her daddy fed with his little nasty ideas, and all he want to do is keep his daughter fed with a couple dollars so he can keep looking at her ass. They full of shit, and my son can't say nothing. And my son can't say.
I didn't know all that was going on.
And my son can't say nothing. These people, they weirdos. I got so much shit. I've been going to the judge on her since. And me being the dad, when we split, I always put it in I grew up, a woman raised me. So I thought that's what it was. If I left her alone and let her do her thing, she can grind, she can collect all the money she want. I just need my son. She ain't even told me if my son is a virgin since she left Pittsburgh. Like, she's scared to say that. But you got a nigga in charge of my son. You get the same nigga when I go up there. I ain't never met the nigga yet. And when I go to Virginia or whatever to go get my son, I done had this nigga hopping around hollering about her on some old down south willing, he hollering, and I don't even know what the fuck he talking about because.
So they making it seem like it's about you and her. But meanwhile, you just really want the son.
It's about my son. My money is an escrow for my son. I owe her nothing. My son got money until he's 22. She's a direct worker for her son now in Virginia. She get SSI. She get my support. And there's one more other thing of money she get. She get almost 6 G's a month off of sitting around on her ass about my son. All them benefits on my son, but he can't benefit by seeing his dad. Period. Because that nigga don't like me neither. And he don't like me because, I was a man the whole fucking time I was with his daughter. And he ain't nothing but a fucking pervert. and a punk.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why he passed his phone to somebody. He got girls that going to care about. All they do is pay people off. They some simps. And he know it. But guess what? They sloppy as fuck and don't trust them. Niggas done got indicted. They go get fiends to drive them around. And she drive fiends to Walmart to steal for her and shit. And don't, you know what I mean? He go get fiend broads to go hook him up with niggas. He ain't got no clientele, but then all of a sudden, all these niggas get busted, and he don't.
And he's the only one still out here.
Only one. His lawyer just got busted 2 years ago. He gave his lawyer up. His lawyer was taking shit into the county jail. All of a sudden, he meet James, he go to jail. There's a time before, another nigga went to jail that was working downtown when they met James. They're full of shit. They're perverts.
I seen that on the news.
They perverts. They want to be hustlers. They don't have no clanny. He go get little trick bitches to go introduce him to a couple broads, and they take it from there. They go using my name. Do you know Tony? Do you know my baby's dad? They do all that bullshit. They ain't, and out Virginia, they ain't shit. Out Virginia, anybody can sell out there. You get off the bus in Virginia, white people come flocking up to you. So they got they trying to play their little game out there. But there's a little problem. James have forgot that they really ain't street. They stupid. They sign up for everything. They sign everybody up. They get everybody involved. But they forget that they just, that's like signing up for credit cards and knowing damn well you already ain't got no credit. They stupid.
Yeah.
They stupid. And he's dumb. He working with that nigga's he work with the police. How you riding over here to make sales in front of my house with your grandson right here, but y'all going downtown telling the judge y'all scared of me, so you can't drop my son off. And so they've been trying to make it about me for a long time. You know, they've been feeding each other for a minute. I'll give you that money.
I didn't know. They didn't even tell me all this before. I'm just a friend.
No, I looked up his number on the background check and got his phone and asked him, yo, I'm ready to take this shit I got downtown straight up. I'm a street nigga. I do not want to be in no. I've been in front of Judge Durkin and all kind of motherfuckers. There's no reason for me to be in court. I'm free. You know what I mean? I did my time. I did my shit already. I'm raising my son. When I got out of the county, all I did was jitney. I make money just looking at shit. I can go fix shit. I organize my life, and they're fucked up. They ain't never did no street shit. They ain't street. They ain't never did no. He ain't putting no street time. He ain't got no clientele. How is you making money? You ain't got no clientele.
Yeah.
They just give shit to people for reasons. They try to get into everybody's fucking business, everybody's pocket. They pampering people. Them niggas will go as far as buying birthday balloons for you and shit. You know what I mean? But the minute your ass is open, here they come. You know what I mean? Here they come. The minute your ass is down, they using the shit out of you like a fucking like a broom. And they ain't shit. And that's why they don't.
So she's just trying to listen to what he says because he got the money coming.
Huh?
I said, so she's just trying to listen to what he says because he got the money coming in right now.
Who would say?
Yeah.
Man, if James got money coming in right now, I wouldn't trust shit he got. You know what I mean? I wouldn't trust shit he got. Come on, they were just living together before she moved to Virginia. They was just living together. They did the little flim flam where he put the house in her name, and then she, then he started hustling. But from the rip, they already knew they was gonna get caught because that's the reason why he put the house in her name 10, 20 years ago. That's how you know he wasn't no hustler, because you put the house in her name and you knew he was gonna go to jail. And it wasn't no if I go to jail. He knew he was gonna go to jail because he knew he ain't shit.
Yeah, he knew they was coming.
And then as soon as he got to jail, she backstabbed him, sold the crib on one of them little quick sales. And the reason why I know all this shit is because I've been in the street, hit the fiends that they dealt with already, was already loyal to me. You know what I mean? They love me.
Yeah.
They love my son. And we was never about putting crack or nothing above nobody's head. When the motherfucker needed to wake up, they got woke up. Motherfuckers got woke up with me all day long. I was miserable with my people. I ain't sit there and fucking dangle no shit above nobody. I love my motherfuckers out there. I was raised by the whole Pittsburgh with no daddy. I ain't met my daddy yet. And this trying this shit. This this shit because somebody left her ass. And when I left her ass, her dad was there like lickety split. He ain't never come to see the baby when he was autistic. Never came to see him. She would take the baby out. She would take the baby out to the fucking to the car. You know what I mean? It'd be cold as hell outside. You taking the baby out to the car like he's some goddamn trick. Showing your dad the baby. I'm inviting this nigga in to come see your grandson. Put all that shit to the side, you know, and just come see your grandson. Be a granddad. If you're a man, I'm gonna let you be a man. I don't care if you're a man. You're a man to me. I don't care what problems we had. But if you're a man, if you're a grandson to my son, if you standing in there to protect my son, and I ain't around, I'm okay with that. And that's the reason why I'm calling him now, because we used to be good with that. But that pervert in him won't let go. Won't let go, because as soon as I moved my feet, there he was. Didn't come to the wedding, didn't want to see his grandson, but all of a sudden now he want to be all up in it. You know, and you know, these motherfuckers going to R. Kelly concerts and shit. Their fiends talk way too much. Way too much. Their people talk way too much. They ain't loyal to that. And that's why I say they don't need all that to have loyal people to you, though. But what I was trying to tell him is because all that little riding around he was doing, and I got videos of shit, you know what I mean? I can't see my son, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't even know your name, but I'm scared for my son's life of these desperate ass people. This bitch will go get, and she wouldn't even tell me in court. This only took, because they don't say shit in court. So I only had 2 questions I wanted to know since I can't see my son. Is he a virgin still? And do you got a life insurance policy on him? She wouldn't answer neither one of them questions. And the judge wouldn't even make her. But what woman wouldn't want to answer that to the father of their child, period? I don't care if the nigga was locked up and they ain't never seen his son. You can still tell him, yeah, he's a virgin.
I mean, that's the least you could have did was answer it.
Nah, but it's all about leaving me out there.
She could have gave you some type of closure with some questions, you know?
Yeah, no, but see, they're like that. Their family grew up putting policies on each other. Her mom is out there. Her mom's a straight up snap, but yet y'all racked up a long time ago. They racked up her life insurance because they already know, just in case somebody kill her, they get to collect. You know what I'm saying? They're like that. And so I'm in fear for my son because this bitch is trying to act like she's trying to act like I'm not around and trying to act like I ain't got nothing to do with him, or basically trying to make it look like I don't have nothing to do with him, don't want him. So when she puts him in the street or some shit, she can collect. She's crooked. He's crooked.
Basically, she just wants to check for real because she knows when something happens.
That's it. She ain't been to work yet. How you got a master's online and all that shit? You got a master's online. I don't care if you got a master's. Fuck that. I honestly want the mother of my child to have some kind of success. You got my child. I don't mind that. Like, I mean, but you can't even stay at a job at Aerotech. You know what I mean?
At where?
Aerotech.
I work for them.
And you know how easy it is to get a job at Aerotech, though, right?
They're a temp agency. They're easy as fuck.
Easy as fuck. And she can't stay there. Wanna know why? Because she's a direct worker for her son. So therefore, you get to make up the hours. You get to pay yourself. You get Social Security. You get his SSI. You get my child support. And there's one more other thing. I think it's like welfare or something. She get all that shit. You ain't got to do nothing. But I don't even care. Go ahead and grind. But these niggas can't get right. They ain't been able to get right since like 2004. Yeah, she been in charge of all this shit. Now I just want my son. My baby can't talk. But when he come to pick, he know the whole Pittsburgh like the back of his hand. Why would you take that away from him? He got 2 parents. What smart parent takes one parent away like out of nowhere? Like out of nowhere. Because she mad. You know what I mean? In my last trip to Virginia.
This is crazy. I didn't know this.
Oh no. My last trip to Virginia, I went there. I drove there and I asked her, I had to turn myself in because lo and behold, somebody got a warrant put on me out in Virginia. I never been to Virginia in my life. You know what I mean? So she had got a warrant put on me years before this. So I said, fuck it. I ain't gonna act like I'm scared to see no police or scared to see my son. If I gotta turn myself in to furnish this warrant, I'll do it. So I went in, 4 hours. They told me I couldn't even leave Virginia. So I had to get a rental. I had to get a hotel. stay for the whole weekend, and then but I got my son for the weekend, but they wouldn't. The first time she had some other lady show up and drop my son off. That was cool with me at the police station because I'm not doing nothing else with them. They Looney Tunes, you know what I mean? And so trying to meet them at the police station. The lady came, dropped my son off. I was cool with that. But then it was time to drop my son back off because I had to be to court Monday. All of a sudden, she don't know where the police station is. So I said, oh, hey, fuck it, meet me at the laundromat. I'm at the laundromat. It's Jamie and her so-called nigga. And the nigga must have been mad because Jamie getting out the car prancing over towards me and my son. You know what I mean? My son is big as hell. He could walk over to the ride by himself. He don't need Jamie to come over to my ride and shit. But she made the nigga jealous. So the nigga gets out the car. He starts hopping around talking about, no, because I go to shake his hand again. I put my hand out again. Because if you're around my son's a loving dude. You know what I mean? If you ever been around my son, he got love that don't come from Jamie and her daddy. He got love from my whole family too. And he's a beautiful person. And if you've been around my son, you be able to tell me something about now, like, hey man, that nigga can eat something. This nigga says nothing. All he says is, you keep sending them text messages to my girl. And I'm looking at him like, what the fuck is you talking about? Nigga, I only met you 3 times out of 2 years, and this is the same shit you keep saying. Is you a fucking pervert?
But not even that. My whole thing is, at the end of the day, y'all still share a house together. So whether you want to text her or not, that's still your son's mom. There has to be some type of communication. He's more so worried about you trying to get James.
Yeah. Well, that's because she keep telling him that what she's worth by using me. You can't use me like that. You know what I mean? Shit. I'm not head over heels about your ass. I would have been coming to Virginia and peeking through windows and shit. You know what I mean? Nobody care about that shit. I told that nigga, and I told the last nigga, that's your nappy ass pussy. That son, that's my son right there. That boy right there, I don't give a fuck about nothing else, but that pussy's yours. That nigga right there is mine. I asked the niggas that she been with, please give me your phone number. But she always keep putting these niggas in front of my son, trying to put these niggas in charge and shit. And I gotta go through this shit with these niggas. The last nigga, before the nigga in Virginia, she had the motherfucking, he was a security guard down at the goddamn renewal center when I was in jail. I'm like, goddamn. I gotta watch the security guard coming in there doing rounds while I'm sleeping shit. But this is her baby's dad. But he already know that I wasn't no sucker ass nigga in the first place. So he was trying to be cool with me. But I ended up using that nigga in some way because I ended up telling them that I was in fear for my life. So they put me in a nice sweeter institution. You know what I mean? Yeah, they put. Yeah. They put me in a nice sweeter institution because it was bullshit. But yeah, when I went to the other halfway house. I forgot. It's on the south side. Go to the other halfway house. How I get in the halfway house and who the fuck show up in there? Her dad. She put her dad in the same halfway house with me as soon as I got moved. Like, wow. They're obsessed. They're dumb as fuck. And I'm telling you, I got big name niggas that know me who I'm telling you went to jail, got indicted. And this nigga didn't get indicted, and y'all was riding around that same summer. The fiend was taking him around to the same niggas that got 1, 2, 3, 4 got indicted. Like, and you ain't in there?
That ain't right.
But what I want to tell him was, he don't understand the shit that he got on video in front of my crib and all that other shit. I got some extra shit. All I got to do is turn that shit in. That's what I wanted to tell him. All I got to do is turn that shit in, and I ain't even got to turn it in because I'm not like that. So all I got to do is cry. You know what I'm saying? If I cry and I don't get to see my son by the time, like, I want him to know that we got a little special hearing coming up it should be within the month. I need some kind of schedule with my son because I need people to know that I tried to reach out to these niggas, these hard-head, perverted ass niggas, all right, and about my son. And I don't care. I'm already feeling like I'm in mourning for my son. You know what I mean? Because of this bride. This is what she wanted. You know what I mean? She wanted this kind of hype. This nigga running around. You know what I mean? But yeah, even in Virginia, right? Now we get into it in Virginia because the dude's hopping around. I let him get the first one. You want to talk shit to me? No problem. I'm in Virginia. My son's autistic. He don't like noise. So I'm being cool by letting this dude think he got the power. Let him scream and yell, whatever. How the fuck they end up trying to drive back, I guess, because she felt like her nigga didn't do enough, and he tried to scream and shit one more time. So I had to, you know what I mean? I had to say something to him. He goes sitting in the car. He don't want to get out his car now, and like I got to the point where I took my fucking shoe off and threw it at the nigga's car. You know what I mean? Trying to get this nigga out the car. She tried to say I threw the shoe at her. You know what I mean? So regardless, she videotaped the whole thing she claimed, right? But why are you gonna videotape me though? But I asked her, let me see the video if I snap the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? If it was me acting up, let me see the video. But you took a video just so you can have me on video. And your niggas mad. I would be mad as a nigga. You know what I mean? I'm sitting there, you done put me up to confronting this nigga, and now this nigga done made me sit in the fucking car, and you videotaped it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you won't even get rid of the tape. But another thing, like I said, if I was acting up, I had a warrant that I was furnishing. I was not even allowed to leave Virginia that weekend. I had to be in court. So if I acted up, I had to be in court Monday. This shit happened on Sunday. Wouldn't it be nice to show up to court on Monday? Like, look, here go this video, this nigga acting up. They'd have put me in jail in Virginia. You know what I mean? And kept me. And I had to come. And I had to come back in 30 days. And they tried to get in contact with her. She wouldn't show up. So they threw the shit out because she don't want to show up to court in Virginia because they think they living good now in Virginia because they think they got the dope game on lockdown over there selling pills and shit. But they don't. They sloppy. Y'all can't keep using fiends and shit. Fiends talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do. And it don't even matter what the next motherfucker. If you got something better and gooder, they definitely gonna tell you business.
And they talk to police. The police hand fiends pills. You know what I mean? Or whatever. Police are gonna fiend. The police are gonna fiend anything they want. But I'm trying not to talk to no police. That's why I'm trying you so bad, because if you is, I don't know if you is rogue, but if you is a rogue informant, this shit I got on you, you're gonna lose your job being an informant, and your ass is finally going to go upstate, nigga. So, and I need my son. That's all I need. That's all I need.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers, I mean, they've been riding around. I'm talking about recently. How do you ride past my crib and still try to make sales? Like, okay, even when he was in the fucking halfway house himself, how do I know that he was making sales on his Sunday outs to church? Like, motherfuckers talk. Y'all ain't paying people enough.
At all.
And then they're fucked up because they got people helped them out 10, 15 years ago. People helped them out to where they got them through the door. You know what I mean? Like, you stupid motherfucker can't tell me, man, watch what I do. Watch how I'm gonna play dumb. Like, no. Some people got them through the door a long time ago, and they were supposed to be done with it. Like, they're supposed to cross the finish line and never have to come back to this. They ain't do the job like that they asked people to do. They fucked up. They keep forgetting exactly all this shit that they did. Like, if this nigga goes to jail, this motherfucking Steven Zapala wants to squeeze his ass and make him do some other shit. I already know. My nigga got killed. And my words got twisted. Like, Steven Zapala can't stand me. You know what I mean? They know not to even talk to me. It's like they know that I was raised in the street. Goddamn. You know what I mean? They can't stand my ass because I ain't shit. I gotta be somebody in order for them to want me. I ain't attractive at all no more. I ain't shit. I don't hustle no more. I don't do shit. I don't do shit. All I do is work and stay in my house and raise my kids. I don't look like shit to them no more. I ain't worth nothing, and that's gravy to me. You know what I mean? But them perverts, this phone you got, that nigga's a weirdo. I just wanted you to give the message. And I got a heart for the nigga a little bit because he was somebody. But this little drug behavior shit that he got going on, he's old as fuck, 60-something years old. Like, and still, you can't get right yet. Something wrong with that. Something wrong, and he ain't. Huh?
I said, yeah.
Man, look here. I got some shit on videos. I got videos, I got information. Her nigga owe $500,000 in child support. $500,000 in child support. No wonder why.
Damn.
No wonder why.
Damn.
And all the nigga is a built-in babysitter for my son. But this nigga got to be like, and I asked him, is you a faggot or something? Is you a weirdo? Like, why ain't you said nothing good about my son yet? And why are you like this close to me? And I don't trust. I was abused growing up. You know what I'm saying? I know this shit. My son can't talk. My son's beautiful. You a nigga. You should be making another nigga feel good when I see you. But you know that you don't have to do this because this is telling you that you don't have to do this for me or my son. You know what I mean?
But as a grown man, y'all can be on a different level just for your son.
Right. But what did he care? Because he owed $500,000 in child support. He need that. He need to stay there with that broad and get that money. And what? What do you do? Well, I don't know. How do you tell my son go to your room? You know what I mean? How do you want my son? My son needs help in the bathroom. My son needs help wiping his ass. Why ain't we talking about this shit yet? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My son needs help wiping his ass every fucking day for the rest of his life. And these niggas ain't talking. They some weirdos. They fucking perverts. I'm sorry to be cursing. You know?
No, it's okay. I understand your frustration.
They're weird as hell. Her sister molested my son when we was kids. When he was a baby, an infant. And jumped off the roof the day she was supposed to be in court. I reported her ass.
What?
Her sister ain't got her own kids now because of some shit. Because of some shit happened to her own little boy. She was taking my son was not no fucking my son was a heavy sleeper. You ain't have to take my son out no bassinet at night. I told her I don't want her sister taking my son out the bassinet at night. For what? I walk in there, I walk in the room to go get my son. My son's eyes is wide open like he ain't never seen something in his life before. And he's an infant. You know what I mean? I brought that shit up because she had people coming to the house. See, this is how desperate they've been a long time ago. When me and first got married, we bought a house. We had our son. We did shit a little backwards, but we was together. And she got greedy and realized that she can get money for taking in her sister. But her sister was abused. Her dad just brought her sister back from New Orleans from tricking. She was like 16 years old. You know what I mean? Yeah. But then you bring somebody who's been molested like her into our house with a baby around for the money. And so, of course, she was molested, and I was a good guy. So there was nothing coming from this way. But, of course, you're going to go for my son. And that's what she did. Yeah. She went for my son. Yeah. And so the days that her little workers came, and I told them I don't want her taking my son out. And they try to do it in some other language and say, she's mommy. We don't want you to be a mommy. I said, no, ma'am. I said, listen, I don't want her taking my son like something else is happening. I don't know if she did something to my son. So they was going to bring it up in court. How her sister jumped off the second floor's roof and never to be seen till she was 18 after that.
What?
Oh, and the reason why we had to take her in is because James, so-called wasn't allowed to have his daughters, neither one of them, until he wasn't allowed to be around neither one of them without supervision and shit. And supposedly she kept telling me, oh, he ain't allowed to be around, he ain't allowed to take in because of his drug record. Man, I know niggas that take care of kids all day long. They got custody of their kids. That's a lie. He got child liens. He's a pervert to his daughters. When we was kids, that nigga used to leave fucking pornos in the VCR. She would come back to the crib telling me, look at all these VCR, these pornos I got. I was like, where'd you get them from? She's like, I got these from my dad's. He left them in the VCR for me. What kind of shit is that? And you know
that's forced.
Yeah, and you just getting to see your daughter at 18 with titties and shit, you know what I mean? All grown up, And she come visit you. She go to your crib. He tell her to please go clean up my crib or go grab something. And then she happen to go in the house and press play on the fucking thing or happen to see pornos spread out on the TV just for her. You know what I mean? They're weird. And they'll never admit that shit. That's the reason why they don't even fuck with me, because I'm not threatening. You know what I mean? I'm not threatening unless you physically harm me. But there's nothing that I got. Like right now, all my shit just sound like whining. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Whining to like that's that, and they love it. They love it. Like they really love it. Cause they're like benefiting off of other motherfuckers big time. Like I don't know why they gave you. I don't know if they gave you their phone or I don't know what the deal was. But I'm just glad you listening. Cause I ain't had nobody listen to me in a minute because they done paid so many people off and shit. You know what I mean?
No, I understand. This time I didn't know none of this was going on. I didn't. That's why when you was calling, I'm all like, well, yeah, but what's going on? I didn't know. I wasn't aware of that. Look, I don't know if I hope you don't mind, but I'm even send you a couple little, like I even got her text messages when they was hustling. Like, how do I get this shit? You know what I mean? They was the stupidest motherfuckers in the world. Like, and I didn't even turn her in for none of this shit. Like, when we was in court, I didn't even use it. I could have. But the thing... It's not about that. It's about the son.
Yeah.
Son.
Right, because at the time, I was getting my son, like, every weekend or whatever, whenever I wanted him. You know what I mean? So, and it didn't look like, they was going to try to pull this dark shit. But the reason why, like, I can't see him now is because in Virginia, when I threw that shoe and I called her nigga, also, excuse me, I called her bitch too. And it was one of them things where her nigga got to see that if I'm disrespectful to her too. Like, I wasn't, you know what I mean? And her nigga got to see I was there for my son. Nobody come to Virginia for you. And so, what you got to do, if y'all both riding home, y'all both embarrassed, you going to tell me, fuck you, you can't see your son now. And that's it. Like, I knew that day I wasn't going to see my son after that. And I had to pipe down because I don't want this nigga going home with my son and taking nothing out on my son. Because she don't care. My son is bony as hell. My son is bony as hell right now. That's his grandson. She been self-medicating our son for the last couple of years so niggas go watch him. Cause my son, he's autistic. He does all the clapping and shit. You know what I mean? He does all that shit. Yeah. He does all that shit. But guess what? When he's here, he don't do that shit because over here, he likes to follow suit. I'm his dad. He want to know what's next. My son plays the Wii. He plays bowling. He plays with his other little brother. He does all kind of shit that she don't know about. We can't share shit like this because she's jealous as fuck. But she made sure every year, because he's autistic, when the people come see him and they know that her family got behavior problems, but since if they got child lines, they won't tell you, right? But they do know this shit. So, but for some reason, each year when my son was in school, they made sure they took his weight. You want to know why? Because they know that people with behavioral problems, when they be abusing kids and shit, food is one of the things that they try to do first. Yeah. And so all of a sudden, he left Pittsburgh, my son was even in 5th grade, almost weighing 200 pounds. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, in Virginia, she filed for guardianship. She did away with what the judge told her to do here. She filed for guardianship because if you get guardianship in Virginia, you can become a direct worker and get paid. You know what I mean? So, of course, she did that. But I saw my son, man, she got my son down to 140 fucking pounds. Looking like he on lean. And my son was out of it. I had to call the CYS and all them. They went to go see my son, and they said he lost weight. They saw all that shit. But they didn't do nothing. Because she lied and said that the prescription that she got for him, and I told him the prescription was from Pittsburgh, and she's still giving him a script from Pittsburgh that's 3 years old. That's fucking, what is she giving it to him for? And it was a prescription for seizures, but he was having seizures because before she left Pittsburgh, when she needed a babysitter and she needed him to be calm, she had to sedate him instead of giving him to me. So she would sedate him and let him go with somebody else. She's whack. And I be praying to God, man, that I could talk to anybody. But I'm sorry to be screaming in your ear this long. But
no, you're right.
But I hope you can get some kind of message to let him know, man. I already told them like 4 weeks ago that I was going to go to CVS, put this shit on the CD, and hand this to this motherfucker. If I don't get my son, because like I said, I already know this bitch will try to kill my son. And excuse me for calling her, but as far as killing my son, that's how I feel. You already got me in mourning for my child, like, you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna be one of them niggas that sit here crying and shit on the news. So I'm gonna do something now about it, and this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm letting him know that I want somebody to let him know. Dude's threatening to take these videos to Zapala. They already told me with the last time when I actually went down there one time and I asked Zapala myself, if I got videos on and text on somebody, how long do you get to turn this in if you snitching? And he was mad at me for asking that question because he's looking at me like, why am I down here? And I'm a criminal myself. But he did tell me. He said, of videos and text messages, you got 3 years. This nigga can do his own.
It don't really expire. You don't even got 3 years. It's like this. If the case is still open, you can present evidence at any given time. As long as the case is still active and open.
Yeah, but guess what this dumb did? He already had gotten nabbed when he got nabbed in Penn Hills. I forgot what year that. 2018, 2019. So 2020, he was facing all them charges in court. And so you already made you a little deal and shit, I guess. And so he knew he wasn't going to jail. He knew he was going to a halfway or whatever. But you still ran around selling and on video. I'm just saying, why would you come in front of my crib, park in front of my crib, and still make sales? And you're like you're out on bond, whatever it is. I don't know what his situation was, but that was just dumb as hell.
That was dumb as fuck.
And so what I'm saying is, all you have to do the math. It's 2022. You got 1 more year for this shit to go away. I could take this shit down there any given day, and the motherfucker gonna want to see him because, like I said, he already made a deal in court. You already got charged for what you got charged for. Now you got new shit, and you got documentation that you was already racked up. And here you go on video, and and you know why they do this shit? They do this shit for me. Like they're trying to impress me. Like I'm going to clap that these motherfuckers is hustling now. And I hustle right now. I hustle people. I do the right thing. You know what I mean? I take care of senior citizens. I don't. I don't. Only reason why, like I said, I can see them still doing this shit because they can't get right. They still need to keep it fucked up like this so they can keep on collecting money.
Yeah.
And the fucked up part is they just trying to keep up with the image. It ain't like they trying to put money towards nothing and get something. They still just want to be in front of people, like still want to be acknowledged for doing something. Like, but this ain't gonna work. Like, and I've been saying it all along to the judge. These ain't hustlers. I respect hustlers and shit like that. No, these is perverts. These is weirdos.
Them are scammers.
That's all they is. You said scammers? Shit, I might respect scammers because scammers is what? Credit cards and shit? I don't know. Yeah. I ain't down with this. You know, like I said, I quit hustling when Gucci Man was hot. You know what I mean?
That's a while ago.
Yeah. I've been out the game and I've been jitting in and I've been living my life. I don't give a fuck. I love my folks. You know what I mean? That I was depressed, miserable selling that shit to my people. You know what I mean? I'd rather go rob a bank or something if I need money now. And I don't gotta do that. I help motherfucker go take a shit. That's the reason. That's how I stay. That's how I pay my bills, by helping somebody else cleaning up. Because I asked God to get me out of a situation a long time ago. Out of all this shit, you know? And these niggas don't want to let nobody get nowhere. You don't even want to let your own son get nowhere. That's dark as fuck. And for a grandfather to not want his son to get nowhere is dark as fuck.
That's strange.
It's dark as hell. It's dark.
That's real different.
Yo, I gotta hang up, man, because I swear I didn't even cry this whole time.
Okay, well, you can call my number anytime. I'll answer.
All right, I just hit you. I just sent that money to you, though.
Okay, yep. My
Talking to you. Thank you, though.
Okay. You're
All right.
welcome.